So you've got your pieces, like 4 pieces. That's it, lining. You put your 4 pieces together and stitch along that curved edge. Do your snipping so that it folds out tidy. I mean, you can go and whack the iron over it if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I can't be bothered. Then when you turn it inside out, you've got that curve. So that's one piece. Do the same to your pattern piece, whichever it is, whether it's a bit of old sheet, a bit of your old blouses or whatever. Do the same thing, snip it. You've got the same situation. Turn it inside out. You've got a nice curved piece. You want to take the curved pieces together, right sides facing. So you're putting both the curves together. Get your sewing machine and stitch along the top. I always turn it round and do a zigzag on the way back, just to give it an extra sort of hold, really. Once you've done the top bit, snip off all your loose bits. Do exactly the same with your bottom part. So you've got your bottom part, the bottom of your mask. Do exactly the same thing. Make sure you fold your joints at the top, sort of one way, one the other way, otherwise you're going to get a bit of a chunky bit at the top. You're lucky my machine's behaving. Usually at this point, I've usually broke the thread or something and I'm swearing at it. Right, so once you've done that, you've sewn the top, you've sewn the bottom. Now you're just going to turn it inside out. So you've got your 2 whites that way, your 1 front bit. Turn it inside out. At this stage you could do with going and giving it an iron so that it's all tidy. So you've got your end bits here. So basically, there is a top and a bottom to this. I'm trying to work out which side's which. You'll see on the pattern, one curve is slightly longer than the other. I haven't ironed this one, so basically, that will fit over your face like that. Look it upside down. Yep. Over your face like that. They're not much different, to be honest with you, each side. Take your ends, tuck them in, like this. When you tuck them in, get your bit of elastic, which I haven't got at the moment, because I've been cutting it off other stuff. Stick your elastic in the end, stitch it over your machine. Stick your other elastic in the end, stitch it over the machine. When you do that, go over them a couple of times, just to give it a bit of a solid so that your elastic don't fall out. Drop the foam, not a lot of good. So, same on the other end. Tuck it in. Put your elastic in the end. Obviously put it around your ears and give yourself a rough sort of like measure of how, but it doesn't really matter. If your elastic's too long, you can always like tuck it back a bit further in and stitch it up later if it's too long. But you'll see sort of, you'll need about that length. You won't need anything too much. Okay? I hope that helps. I have written it down. I sort of scribbled it down on pencil. But possibly not the best instructions. But very easy from start to finish. Once you've cut it out and you've stitched it up, each one of these masks takes about 5 minutes. That double layer there is cotton bed sheet. That outside layer is some material I was going to do something with at one point. As you see before, you know, he matches it. That's my leggings and an old skirt. Another pair of leggings. And I've already given a bear to my manager, 3 to a dog charity for auction, and 1 to my friend in Skegness. So that's what you do when you get bored. And I'm still working. I've got to go to work later. So, yes. So stay safe. Bye.